from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Right to the air is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Is a 94-yard punt return. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he's free up the left sideline and all the way up to the 37-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Attack!
Motion man is Schwartz. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's third and short. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Ridley.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Easy. Attack.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Great catch and 1st down by Kelce, who somehow continues to improve. 10 seasons and 7 All-Pro nods in. At this point, we've moved past just calling him a future Hall of Famer. Now we need to just start saying he's one of the greatest to ever play the position.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, dribble in. I don't need to. Return.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Flushed out right. Past the 20. There he goes again. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Give them 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Fields now on second down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields throwing again. That is caught, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds it.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. If these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
43! 43! My time!
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Chicago.
Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now a give right side. Merritt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
To the air again, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go,
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Motion man right is Rice. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Rice. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. 42 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Motion man is Schwartz. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come back.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win for the Chiefs here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really